What's the deal, folks? Welcome to Device Overdose. I am your host, Ty. On today's episode, I will be taking a fast look at the GDS Fat Bike. I'm going to take a look at the design. I'm going to bust down some of the features. I'm going to take the bike out back for a ride. So let's KIM and keep it moving into the video. Alright, I did let the box dry off for a few hours. Now let's bust it down. So once again, Mother Nature is back with her two best friends, spring and summer, in near full effect. The weather is getting better. Everybody is starving for some recreation. And not to mention, most Americans got that good stimulus check, goddamn. But before I go further, bust the meat, I need you guys to do me a favor. Hit that subscription button and bless that notification bell. This way you'll get notified and we can link up when I come through. Alright, if you consider the current situation, now is the perfect time to purchase a personal transportation vehicle. And at this point in the game, you have at least a dozen choices to choose from. Not to mention nowadays, electrified personal transports are everywhere. Perfect example, like my dude here commuting on his One Wheel Plus XR. But for me, my personal transportation choice is definitely the e-bike. All right, let's keep it moving. Here's your toolkit, which you may or may not need. Personally, I did not need to use the tools. Next, this looks like your saddle and your post, which will come conveniently assembled. Let's set that aside real fast. All right, next, here is your GDS e-bike operations and maintenance manual. Keep that handy. You might need to defer to the instructions for whatever reasons. So I got something taped to the rack back here. I think I know what this is. And of course, this is your battery charger. It's pretty attractive, one of the better looking chargers I've seen. All right, let's wrench around over here and unwrap the handlebars, which you will have to attach to the bike. And this is step one of the two-step assembling process. Mad easy. Now here we have a nice ass device. And folks, when I tell you these devices have come a long way in the past few years, I'm talking hydraulic disc brakes, full suspension, headlights, tail lights, twist throttle. The e-bike infestation appears to be permanent. So you do not have to feel like that guy while you are riding your e-bike nowadays. And because believe me, I used to be that guy back in 2009. But anyway, let's keep it moving. This is the G203 500 watt motor 20-inch fat tire e-bike. Right out of the box, the bike is nearly ready to ride. However, you will have to attach the seat post. GDS does supply you with the seat post shim and you will need it. Also, this step completes the two-step assembly. All right, next, install the seat post. Secure it to your bike. Charge up the battery and you're ready to ride. All right, let's bounce up out of here, take the bike out back. The G203 is a folding e-bike, and this feature does allow you to fit the bike into compact spaces, of course. The 203 model does have some nice features, so hold tight and we'll check that out in a minute. This style of e-bike is referred to as the fat bike, and that's because of the all-terrain anti-puncture, anti-slip 20-inch fat tires. All right, next, let's take a look at this motor. The G203 has a 48-volt, 500-watt motor. That does feel a bit limited in my opinion. The engine is powered by a removable 10.4 amp-hour lithium-ion cell. The battery normally takes about 5 hours to recharge after depletion. So this 500-watt motor does not have the torque as some other e-bikes at this price point. Now this can be a deal breaker for some, but that all depends on you. Also, this video is broken down into time codes, so you can wrench around down there and flash to the next segment if you like. All right, next, let's check out the LCD display. The power on-off button is on the left handlebar. Once you start up the bike, the LCD display pops on. This bottom button is the headlight on-off switch. And directly above that, of course, is your menu button. From here, you can toggle through your control settings and your basic system info. All right, next, you have your pedal assist settings. The GDS 203 has 5 different assist levels. With other GDS e-bikes, you can unlock additional assist power in the advanced menu settings, but that's not the case with the G203. So on the right handlebar, you have your half twist throttle and, of course, your rear brake lever. And mounted in its normal location is your Shimano 7-speed rocket shifter. Now bust it, GDS did bless us with all name brand parts, including the Shimano Durella and Durella Guard. All right, let's move in a little closer. I want to show you guys something down here. Another nice touch with the folding fat bikes are the folding pedals, a space-saving feature that I find very convenient. Let's transition to the evening real fast so we can chop it up about the lights. I didn't have any issues riding at night. The G203 has a very bright headlight, and another dope feature this bike offers is the brake-activated tail light. Alright, let's keep it moving. The G203 has a front suspension system that can be adjusted using the lockout switch. A suspension system is always nice to have on any bike in my opinion. All right, let's keep it moving. Now, as far as aesthetics, the G203 is gorgeous. The aluminum alloy frame is brolic. You also have a set of aluminum fenders, and of course, you do have that huge rack at the rear end of the bike. The G203 weighs 70 pounds, and it can carry a maximum load of 330 pounds. All right, I've covered most of the basics. Next, let's bounce up out of here and take the bike for a spin and a speed test. According to the operations and maintenance manual, the maximum riding range in pedal assist mode is 62 to 74 miles. So yeah, I did not test this out simply because I am not pedaling for 62 miles. But what I can tell you is the maximum riding range in throttle mode. The manual states 31 to 37 miles on a single charge at 12 miles per hour. I was able to pull off 28 miles. And this was on a single charge at various different speeds. So yeah, that's not too bad. But also keep in mind your weight and the terrain will play a factor in your maximum range. All right, next it's time for the speed test. The maximum speed in pedal assist mode is 28 miles per hour, and the maximum speed in throttle mode is 22 miles per hour. And there it is. I busted open 22 miles per hour. All right, let me slow my ass down before I bust something else open. All right, next, I think this is something that I should mention. The battery does lock into the frame using the key. However, the key and the ignition do not function as a kill power switch. But this does not break the deal in no way. However, the 500 watt motor does not have as much output as other e-bike brands with similar specs like the Electric XP, but these 500 watt motors have different energy outputs, so it's really not fair to compare. In my opinion, the G203 has a good amount of handy features that offset the lack of output power. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention, this bike does not have cruise control and it does not have a regenerative braking system. The G203 fat bike will cost you 1,195 green stamps. For 1,200, I think GDS could have at least blessed us with some cruise control. But on the bright side, the bike is fun to ride and the front suspension is sweet. The saddle is a 5-zone unisex gel foam seat with a non-suspension seat post, so your behind will enjoy the pleasantly cushioned seat while you take that long ride. In my opinion, the G203 is a really good mid-range Class 3 e-bike, and it is slightly cheaper than other e-bike brands with similar or better features. Of course, I will leave links down in the description. Alright folks, that is a wrap for the G203 fat bike. I have taken up enough of your time, and if you did find the video helpful, please leave us a like because it really does help out the channel. Subscribe and bless that notification bell. It's your boy Ty, hold it down. I'll catch y'all on the rebound.